thought you'd
I
better
don't know where
stand
you're
there.
popping up.
Yeah.
Good morning. On the 1st of April 2023, the government imposed structural change orders that took effect in Cumbria, creating the new councils of Cumberland and Westmoreland and Furness Council, replacing the former district councils, county council, and effectively scrapping, with no wider social or economic impact assessment, the county of Cumbria in all but ceremonial name. The two new district councils created through the change order, represented today at this committee, have established this joint executive to oversee what is effectively the carving up of services across Cumbria, taking up valuable time and finances and in many cases causing duplication of services and roles across both councils. The joint executive, in its meeting in November, resolved that the joint executive committee is the best governance structure to take on responsibility for the transition of the LEP functions to the two new authorities, to continue on a Cumbria geographical footprint and deliver of those functions across Cumbria, and recommends to the Cumberland Executive and the Westmoreland and Furness Cabinet that they agree to change to the terms of reference of the Joint Executive Committee. Although my own views on the failures of Cumbria LEP are no secret, I fully agree with the move by this Joint Executive Committee to deliver of economic and growth services on a geographical footprint of Cumbria. I believe this shows a way forward to help both councils address the mess created by the local government reorganisation that landed on Cumbria. Rather than continue with disaggregation of wider services, with the cost and duplication this creates at a time both councils face financial difficulties, like with many other councils across the UK, would the Joint Executive look to consider the potential for the residents and communities across Cumbria served by Cumberland Council and Westmoreland and Furness Council of the creation of a combined authority to deliver services and combine resources from highways to schools and social care across Cumbria, along with the opportunity this could provide for a devolution deal for Cumbria with or without the requirements of a mayor, as the recent devolution deal for Lancashire has shown, with a deal without the need for a mayor that has sometimes in Cumbria historically been a sticking issue for a deal. My question today to the leadership of both councils is, will you agree to look at the potential of creating a combined authority for Cumbria and build on the joint working this committee is already undertaking as a foundation for the combined authority? Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Davis, for your question. I do have a response here, so I'll read that. So, on 4th of August 2023, following an information gathering exercise, the government confirmed a minded to decision to withdraw central government support core funding for local enterprise partnerships, meaning that government sponsorship and funding of LEPs will cease from April 2024. So, from April 2024, the government will support local authorities to deliver the core functions delivered by LEPs. Government expects local authorities to work together to deliver these strategic economic functions within whole county geographies or functional economic areas with a minimum population of 500,000. These functions will be exercised by one of the local authorities working in collaboration with others. Where they are not already delivered by a combined authority or in areas where a devolution deal is not yet agreed. Okay. Following the government guidance, Cumberland Council and Westmoreland and Furness Council will work together across the functional economic area of Cumbria to carry out strategic economic planning in partnership with local leaders to clearly articulate the area's economic priorities and sectoral strengths. Together with partners, we will create an economic growth board made up of local business leaders and relevant representative bodies and create a broad economic strategy for the area. We will ensure the seamless transition of Growth Hub and Careers Hub provision across Cumbria and delivery of existing funded Cumbria-wide programmes. In respect of devolution, we have been clear that we needed to conclude local government reorganisation before considering devolution. We're still in the process of disaggregating and integrating functions and services from the legacy authorities and shaping the two new unitary councils. However, we have maintained an open door with government, and we are open to dialogue on how we can unlock new powers, opportunities and funding for our residents, our communities and our businesses. The current government has made it clear that any area wanting access to level 3 powers and funding must have a directly elected leader. We now need to understand what forthcoming general election means for devolution of powers and funding for local government.